Omega, he's gonna do it!
This is it!
Omega!
Yes!
Winged Angel!
Kenny did it!
One!
He took him!
What? What the hell did Don Callis do? What are you laughing about? He's got a mark on his head, courtesy of the Blackpool Combat Club. What's he doing?
Don Callis has told us for years he considers Omega family. And Moxley, no! From where he was stabbed by a man he considered family.
It's a new low for Don Callis, who's had many lows in his career. Look at this.
No.
This can't.
The referees need to step in.
Well, we got to need security.
No. I don't know what Callis whispered to Omega, but what could you possibly say after something like that?
Shocked the world, Don Callis did. Definitely shocked Kenny Omega.
Bryan Danielson, you have not stopped smiling. This is a despicable display by Don Callis, stabbing a man he considered family, a man he considered almost akin to a son.
I mean, decades of a friendship.
And I can't get over the fact that it wasn't that long ago that he was gouged in the head on the shot by Jon Moxley. He had to go to the hospital. Had to go to the hospital to Don Callis. He still had the mark on his forehead. And he would do something like this.
And I think that is an understatement of the year from the fans here in Detroit. Don Callis is lower than low.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I know Don a lot of years. I mean, a long time.
Right.
And even I'm shocked by what he did here. It's shocking for sure.
Well, how about this, guys? Why don't we all praise the king of violence, Jon Moxley.
Yo, party people, what is up? It's your boy, the best guy in the biz. What an episode of Dynamite, pay-per-view, stacked level card, and it did not disappoint. Banger matches all around. Another epic chapter 2, one of the most historic rivalries in AEW. A huge betrayal by Don onto Kenny, and the Redeemer is finally back. Guys, don't worry. Everything that just went down on this stacked card of Dynamite, top to bottom, start to finish, is about to go down right here, right now, on the newest episode of Get to Gabe, which starts right about, now. Okay, party people, like I said, if you somehow missed that end of Dynamite, which if you did, you missed an amazing match right before it. But dude, Don finally turned on Kenny. Called that, said it for weeks. We all knew this was going to eventually happen. Happened at the perfect time. First off, Moxley, Omega, another amazing match. 4 matches between them. Banger, 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 and oh yeah, banger. Wrestling freaking soulmates for life here in AEW. We could watch them go at it a million more times, and a million more times. It'll be straight up epic. I had the feel Mox was gonna finally get the win in official capacity over Kenny tonight, and he did. But Don Turner was the icing on the cake. Now, when Takeshita eventually does come back, he's gonna side with Don because they are like business partners now, which means Don and Takeshita will both be on BCC. But that's post Double or Nothing. For right now, next week, I got Kenny finally returning to set up all 4 of the Elite versus 4 of the BCC. Anarchy in the Arena 2. And then that sets up Takeshita coming down to interfere, side with BCC, and then eventually introduce Kota Ibushi for this awesome blood and guts match that we know is coming. Guys, the storyline has been great week after week with great matches and amazing storyline progression. I cannot wait. Double or Nothing is right around the corner, and as crazy as it is, after all that epicness with great matches and a brutal betrayal, we still got so much more ahead as things are going to start heating up before Anarchy officially hits the fan. So much violence. I love it. It's going to be elite. Guys, if great matches were the only thing that you came for here on Dynamite tonight, guess what? You got to be extra, because guess what? The Redeemer, Miro, is finally back for the first time since freaking All Out last year. The dude is back, and he is ready to go. TK's got something for him, whatever it may be. Clearly it had to be exciting enough for him to show up and, after he wrapped up all his movie bids and, chill with his super hot wife. I mean, that's living up the life no matter what you're doing, whether you're getting paid or not. But I digress. I'm excited to have him finally back. My theory, after his amazing match tonight over Daniel Garcia, the international ruler of the world, survived again. I'm thinking in my mind, he might get dethroned by Miro. I think the man to take down the international ruler has been finally displayed to us. It gives me flashbacks of Darby's TNT title run from late 2020 into spring of 2021. He was pretty much on this run like Orange Cassidy's on, putting on great match after great match after great match for the TNT title week after week after week. And who ended up dethroning him? Who ended up being the wall and the opponent he just couldn't overcome? The Redeemer, Miro. So, honestly, right here, right now, unless we see something totally different, like maybe he goes after the world title too with MJF for a post double or nothing, which I'm fine with too. Either way works. That's my pick. That's my prediction. I think the Redeemer, Miro, is going to add that international title reign to his freaking collection. Whether he's God's champion or not anymore, or whether he's just doing it straight for himself. And Orange, finally got to get a break, bro. After being a great international ruler of the world, it looks like the Redeemer is about to put you down. Though I warn you, it is not going to be fast and not going to be painless. So just putting that out there. Miro's back! So great. All right, guys, we kicked things off tonight with a Jeopardy match with Rey Fenix, one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, facing off against Claudio Castagnoli, the Ring of Honor World Champion. The winner will get a shot at the other's title. The winner, Claudio Castagnoli, as expected. Match solid, again, as expected. This now means Claudio has a shot at the Ring of Honor Tag titles whenever he wants with a partner of his choosing. Obviously, it's going to be someone from the BCC. My prediction is probably going to be Wheeler Yuta, because recently, in terms of ROH last couple, 2 year-ish or so, Wheeler Yuta has been more involved. Was literally the Ring of Honor Pure Champion on 2 separate occasions last year. So I'm thinking that it's going to be Wheeler Yuta. Now I know you're thinking, wait, Danielson made a bigger name than both of those two when he was in Ring of Honor. He was the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion. Was dominating before he even went to WWE and dominated. Yes, I know. That is an option too. He has really no loser of an option to pick. Lucha Bros versus BCC will slap anyway. That'll probably be on Ring of Honor TV. So I'll try to maybe look out for that, because that's going to be a great match. Anyway, a banger. But my pick is really Yuta. I'm thinking that's who it's going to be. As far as when this title match happens, it's Ring of Honor TV. It can happen. It can happen anytime, even though they're in the middle of this whole BCC Elite thing. It should be a great match, and I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of great matches, I'll admit I might have built up a little too far in my head, but they did not disappoint. Anna Jay, Julia Hart was a solid, no-holds-barred match. The end spot was a little because, they completely missed a chair. Even the guys have messed that up. They missed time how far out the chairs are. But other than that, it was pretty good. Trash can spots were good. Candlestick shots, freaking stuff out on the floor. All good. I might have built it up a little bit too much in my head compared to the tag team street fights we've seen with Ty and Anna all old. But overall, it seems like a lot of us really liked that match. It was super solid. They both put their bodies on the line. And hey, I will never, ever object to seeing Anna on my television. Literally, she is a bad bitch with a fat ass and even badder attitude. So all for Jungle Boy Jack, you lucky bastard. So always a win. So Anna, especially Anna, and Julia, thank you for gracing our television screens once again tonight and bringing some violence to the party with you as a little guest for each of you. It was totally sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never been invited to an open house before. But considering how this one went on Dynamite, I'm definitely not going to answer the open house that the House of Black is issuing for these trios titles, which, loving the new design for them, literally silver and all dark. Great. We knew these guys were not dropping those belts for a while. The fact that they changed them to model the House of Black definitely shows they ain't dropping those belts anytime soon. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they're still holding those things and they drop them at All In, if we're being 100% honest, or All Out the week after or whatever date that is. I got them going for the long haul. They're great champions and can put on great trios title matches every single time they're out there, just like they did tonight. And again, another example of why signing Bandito to All Elite Wrestling, making him All Elite, was a spectacular choice by Tony Khan. Love seeing him wrestle every single time. Just give me Malachi and freaking Bandito in a singles match for like 20 minutes. Dude, we'll be on the floor rolling with how great of a match that is. But in terms of tonight, I like the open house rules. I kind of like the light too. You know, I think the Fiend and his whole thing with like the red lighting kind of ruined like the spectacle of, you know, the lights could have. But the lights for the open house were pretty cool. It was just simple. It had the spotlight shined on the ring and the competitors. It kind of like reflected like when you go to a live event. The crowd's kind of more darker because there's no, it's not like on TV where like, hi, you need to see us. So that kind of had, like, I feel like the whole time I'm like, it's like I'm watching a live event. And that's cool. So, House of Black, thank you for introducing the open house rules. Best Friends and Bandito, thank you for introducing a very entertaining first, you know, dealer's choice for you saying, hey, no witches at ringside. I can't wait to see what other dealer's choices come out from future challengers, which can literally be any trio of any kind, no matter if they're official or not. Someone bring up Steel Cage, someone bring up Falls Count Anywhere, someone bring up some sort of street fight, anything crazy. But just know, House of Black's going to put you down, and you're going to have to rise and respect the house because you were stupid enough to take the challenge, accept the rules, and seal your fate. Okay, guys, what a show. Great night. Bangers all around. Great matches. Amazing storyline progression. We're literally less than 3 weeks away from Double or Nothing. I am so ready. I am so hype. Let's freaking go. And it's just going to keep getting better and better. Next week, Roddy and Jericho, Falls Count Anywhere. Super stoked for that. And hell, before Orange Cassidy may have to deal with Miro, if that's where they're going, he's going to deal with Kyle Fletcher from Aussie Open. Could that lead to maybe Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy round 2 for a championship where Orange Cassidy is holding a championship this time? Maybe, I don't know. I'm for that anyway, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still got SmackDown upcoming this week. The Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, has finally coming back. And it's looking like he and Solo are going to put a beating on the Usos that they are never going to forget. And he's probably going to get confronted by, he may get confronted by a future challenger. Probably not on Friday because both his potential challengers, AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, are in triple threats. So this probably is just for the sake of bloodline business and beating down his cousins or, whatever. And then, guys, Double or Nothing is almost here. And that same weekend, Night of Champions is almost here. You're not going to want to miss any of these shows, you guys. You're not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say after these shows. So, guys, remember, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know why you're doing it, because I am that gabber in the biz. And remember that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe? It's nobody. Just telling you right now. That's a spoiler. All right, guys. I will see you after this crazy episode of Friday on SmackDown. See who finally advances to face Seth Rollins in the second part of this World Championship final at Night of Champions. It's going to be AJ Styles. And what is going to be left of the bloodline, whether it is in pieces or shattered pieces after this Friday. Deuces pieces, guys. I'm out.